I'm Joanna Markell with the Daily Record here with Kasey Knutson from the Kittitas County Public Health Department. And we are here to talk a little bit about air quality. We know there are lots of questions out there right now. And I guess the first question just is, what should people know about air quality in Kittitas County right now?
Most people are well aware of the fact that right now we're in hazardous air quality conditions. So what they need to know is that they need to stay inside as much as they possibly can to avoid this hazardous air.
That's right. And if you do happen to have to go outside, masks are available at several locations in the community.
You can purchase masks and then you can also pick them up for free. So right now, Central Washington University, the CERC has them. We have them at the Ellensburg Adult Activity Center. We have them here at Kittitas County Public Health Department. And then the Upper County, we also have the Fire District 7 as well as the Putnam Centennial Center.
And Public Health Department is on Nanham Street,
Correct.
Near Twin City Foods.
Perfect.
Yeah. And if you're going to put one on, what should you know? They're not the, well, first of all, they're not the surgical masks necessarily.
No, you definitely want something that's going to say N95. You don't want just a surgical mask. So we have these available all over town, so you're welcome to come pick up multiple. And we've been telling people essentially just to keep kind of an eye on how often you use them. If they start to become dirty or you can see that there's obviously been too much use, come get another one. We don't want people reusing a mask and it's not being effective either. So yeah, you would put the straps over your head, which I'm not going to do, but there's also a metal clip or sometimes plastic on the top, and so you would actually put the mask over with the straps behind your back and your neck, and then you would pinch this onto your nose, and then you can do a fit test. And if you can feel air coming around, then you can do a little bit of adjusting, but essentially you want to make sure that that tip is tight and that you have it all the way across your face.
Okay. Could you talk about testing and how you're monitoring air quality in the county right now?
Kittitas County residents are going to be pros at air quality monitoring after Taylor Bridge, Table Mountain, and now this fire. So outdoor air quality is monitored by ecology. So the Washington State Department of Ecology has a site on how homes. So when we tell people to go to ecology site to look at air quality, that's the reading that they're getting. They right now have a temporary monitor in Cleon as well. So there's another site called Air Now. It uses a different standard level of air quality, so Washington is a little bit more strict. So that might look a little bit different, but ecology, excuse me, has gotten so much traffic that sometimes I know people aren't having access to the website. So that's outdoor air quality. And then we even have a visibility chart. So if there's no monitor available, we can tell people by how many miles of visibility what the air quality is outside. So that's the outdoor air quality. I think people are most interested in the indoor air quality of what we've been doing lately. Excuse me. So indoor air quality, we have e-samplers, monitors that we can take out to public places and then do indoor air quality monitoring. So schools were contacting us because they were having issues as far as their internal air quality. So we went on site at several locations and then tested that air quality for them.
Okay. And could you talk a little bit about schools? Obviously, most of the school districts in the county are not having school until Monday. Could you talk about just the discussion that went on about air quality in the schools and kids' safety?
Right. So schools were concerned. You know, again, without having a monitor indoors, most people can tell, you know, if it smells or if it seems hazy. So there was some concern around indoor air quality. So they contacted us. And then when we went in, according to our readings, it's not acceptable air. So now the schools have an opportunity to do things similar to what we tell residents as well, just making sure that they're not having any kind of outdoor air come into the building, or as much as possible limit that. So it gives them an opportunity to limit that exposure, and then also work with their private companies as far as trying to clean that air up before they potentially start again next week.
So obviously, if people are having health problems, you should probably contact your healthcare provider.
Correct.
Is there an emergency shelter or anywhere else people could go if the air quality in their home is not great?
We're going to be working on the air quality. We've been monitoring the Putnam shelter.
That's the one in Cleon.
Correct. So that's the one that that's the shelter where we've been monitoring the air as well. And at this point, we're also having to work on that to improve the air quality. They have air scrubbers, but we're still getting readings that we don't like to see. So we're going to continue to work on that at this time.
Okay. Anything else you want people to know?
At this time, we just really want people to be aware that it's hazardous air, and as much as they can stay inside, even though we realize that this isn't how most people wanted to spend their last couple of days or summer or the beginning of the school year, but really just limit that exposure.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.